Hey Ma, do you know what bursts my bubble?
No. What?
When I don't have somebody to perform with. You know, I don't want to be a solo artist. Like, my favorite pictures, my favorite videos are when I'm in pictures and videos with other people.
Well, unfortunately, you have to start out as a solo artist.
Says who? Says Mama Maria.
I mean, what are you going to do? Pick up people on the street to be artists with you?
I guess you could go on Craigslist and say, I'm seeking artists to make videos with, right?
That's not where you get started. It depends on what you want to do. Make videos on the internet or be a serious artist.
Well, I mean, my ultimate goal is to use these videos and writings and drawings that I've made to create some kind of artistic masterpiece, like some kind of like movie. You know, my goal isn't to make videos in my mama's house. That's not my end goal with these videos, you know?
To be taken seriously, you have to go to school, you have to practice, you have to...
Somebody told me I could volunteer at these local theater houses in an internship.
And you're in the process of moving forward in the real theater world.
Then possibly from there I could get an acting role. Sadly, I'm not getting very much recognition by making these videos. I'm getting very few views.
I could have told you that. People are busy living life in the real world. If you're out there, if you're in the real world, you will get exposure in the real world.
I mean, I can say a prayer to God, say, God, please make one of my videos go viral, or I can... But you know what I mean? Nobody's going to come knocking on my door and say, we're from Hollywood. It's time to come and be Mr. Hollywood, Andrew.
No.
I need to put myself out there, show the world how bright I shine, you know?
Yeah, and you got to do hard work. It's hard work to keep going and
one of my doctors said, it's not like I don't put hard work in. I put hard work into my fantasy world. You know what I mean? Like I put a lot of hard work into the fantasy world, but...
And if you put just half of that hard work into
real world activities,
you would be on your way.
Remember when I used to run? It was mind-blowing the amount I used to run.
You were a star.
I probably exercised as much.
Probably could have been an Olympic star.
With the amount I did, I definitely exercised as much as Olympic runners. You know what I mean? I did. But, you know, I was solitary. I was afraid to put myself out there.
Had you done that, you could have won medals.
I took a running class in college, and you know, everybody was just walking and, you know, very mellow, and I was running, I was doing laps, or I was lapping everybody, you know what I mean? I was like Mr. Intense Runner back in the day.
So be an intense actor.
And I am intense with my Twitter posts, my YouTube videos.
It gets you nowhere. That's nonsense world. Be in the theater, acting, stand-up world that's real, and make it shine.
Okay, let's change gears for a minute. Changing gears. You gotta make the changing gears sound, Mark. How was your Thanksgiving yesterday? Today is November. Today's Black Friday. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. It's 2018.
Quiet.
I went to my relative's house. You know, I kind of... Why do you always go like this, like trying to halt what I'm saying? I'm trying to perform for the camera. You're always trying to halt what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Maybe your relatives don't want to be talked about.
Okay, so I won't talk about my relatives. But you know, the point was, I kind of hope to spend it with, you know, a significant other at some point. You know, the point wasn't really about my relatives. It was about not wanting to be single for the holidays.
Well, everybody likes a holiday hookup. I mean, they just do, but they don't last. A relationship...
I'm not saying... I didn't say I wanted a holiday hookup.
Well, that's what it is. You get back together, or a friend, or you meet somebody and you date them for the holiday. And then it kind of fizzles out. What you need to do is, just like with theater and anything else, it's a process. It's a process. Meeting somebody and going through the process of hard work. Even dating is hard work.
It is. And, you know, I I shine so bright. For example, I was walking through the mall and you could tell all the ladies loved me, but I don't have the you can tell like they're just like they're like looking at me and they're like, wow, look how handsome this guy is. And you know,
That's a little narcissistic.
no, it's true though. I'm very handsome.
Okay.
And I shine very brightly. You know what I mean? It's no secret that I that's why I need to put myself out there. They say the cream rises to the top, and all I need to do is put myself in an acting scenario, and I'll just rise to the top, because I am Mr. Intensity. I am Mr. Hollywood. You know?
Okay, that's what it is.
So I've been getting bad headaches. You know, I'm getting frustration and stress headaches. You know, I listen to music very loudly. I've been on a mega regimen of medication for years, and I'm just afraid that I could. Maybe some of this is damaging my brain. Could that?
Well, certainly listening to music loud can be hurting your inner ear, which can give you a headache.
Throbbing headache. Yeah, and if you constantly listen to music loudly, like day after day, week after week, month after month. Could it damage your brain too, besides your hearing?
I mean, it might damage a few brain cells, neurons, but I mean,
you don't think you could develop something life-threatening, if you know what I mean?
I don't know necessarily life-threatening. It might destroy your hearing.
Yeah, but I've come to the realization I must listen to my music on a lower volume. I've come to the realization that
hopefully you haven't done irreparable damage.
Yeah, even when I would take walks outside, I rarely put sunscreen on, and I was outside, you know, every single day, all day, every day, and you know, it doesn't seem. I got a dermatology check, and it seems like I don't have anything, but a lot of exposure isn't a good thing.
Look, everybody, if they live long enough and they've been exposed to sun, will probably get basal cells, and you just go to the dermatologist, you get it checked out.
Yeah. You know, and from the running again, my knees. I walk with the posture of an old man. I'm like, struggle to walk around. But you know, my body's pretty beat up for an ordinary 31-year-old. But that's okay. You know what I mean? At least, I think in terms of my mental health, I'm probably. Would you say I'm the healthiest I've ever been?
Yes.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe not the healthiest I've ever been, but definitely well on my way. Maybe I am the healthiest I've ever been.
And that's good.
Yeah.
So that's where you take
and once you're the healthiest you've been, that's when you start to take the next step, and the next step, and the next step, and you keep building. Recovery is a step-by-step process, and I've definitely come a long way.
And that is what it is.
I like when you say that is what it is, and like to try and wrap me up, but you're like that is. Come on, say what it is with me.
What?
What it is.